Foodie fam, how y'all going? So we're here with Achsah, who reached out asking us to help her create some easy and healthy meals for her and her community for the upcoming Carnival preparation.
Yeah, or just, if you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle.
Of course, so we tasked Chef Ari with that. So I am going to leave you, Achsah, in good hands, hopefully.
Yes, I'm ready.
And Chef is going to take away. All right?
Can't wait.
Good
Let's
luck.
do this. Easy is the most important word here.
You got this.
Okay, so we are kicking things off with one of my favorite things to consume. I am a smoothie girl, so I'm very excited about this.
Well, this one is an anti-bloat smoothie, right? So I understand that that's a big deal for this time of year and planning, to be on the road or whatever else. So as a result, we have a lot of anti-bloat little fun things here. One of them being ginger, your best friend. And then pawpaw is really, really good for digestion. So even if after a meal, you're just feeling a little bit bloated or whatever, have 2 pieces of pawpaw. Eat something that is pawpaw dense, and it totally helps with that. Remember, anti-bloat also has to do with things like wanting to make sure that you're not over-consuming, but then also that you're not allowing your guts to become just kind of laying there, right? You want to kind of encourage your guts to do what it does. So all those fermented stuff, ginger, lemon, cayenne, all those kinds of little teas that you have in the morning when you get up with lemon, ginger, good things to try to keep putting in there. So make sure in your mind when you're having a meal, have something like this alongside. One of these smoothies in the morning to kick off the day, one of these to kind of kick off the afternoon. I don't say do this in the night, right? And yeah, let's go right in. These are all natural sugars from items that have their own sugar, but as a natural sugar, right? So we're gonna go in with some mango because why not? We are in the Caribbean.
Can never go wrong with mango.
Correct. And well, if you don't have it in season, just like we did, we got it in the freezer section. Then we have some coconut milk. I know you're gonna say, well, that's heavy and whatever else. Yes, but it's good fat. You still need good fats happening, okay? So that's in there. Then we're gonna go in with some aloe vera water, or you can use coconut water with some jelly is nice, right? We have the little knobs of ginger.
Both, or are we going in with one?
I like both, but it's up to you, because I'm a ginger person. And then we have our ice and our pawpaw. Whatever you want to put in, you go ahead. I should probably half the ice. Oh, okay. And then
Yeah,
your
that's
pawpaw.
definitely more than half. How much pawpaw are we doing?
I kind of feel for all, but it's really up to you.
I love pawpaw, so
Yes.
I will definitely agree with you there.
And then we just blend her up, and yeah, it's that simple. And we can pour it into some pretty little glasses to hang around a pool, or just kind of to relax, to tone down your day, to start your day. Boy, Achsah, boy, what happened now?
Feels like it's locked. Oh, there we
All
go.
right, there we are. Over here, glasses, and I'll move this for you.
Now, y'all, I am clumsy. I don't know if I should be the one pouring this.
I
but
trust you, man. I trust you. Yeah, man.
There we go. Top this one off a little more. There we go.
Okie doke.
Oh, this is really good. It's very light.
Yes.
I might be biased because I love pawpaw, but this is
And so do I.
delicious.
And I love the ginger.
It's actually not as strong as I
Yes,
thought it was going
it'd
to
be
be.
stronger too.
Cheers, guys. So I asked all of you guys what recipes y'all wanted to see us make, and one of you, which actually made us laugh,
Yes.
asked for a high protein recipe that was catered to vegetarians because not everything is chicken and eggs. And honestly, I agree. When you think high protein, everybody's always like chicken, eggs, chicken, eggs. But we're actually going to make a vegetarian recipe that could actually even be vegan.
Yep.
And this one is specifically for you.
Yes. Okay, so it's called a vegan tuna salad, which Asha's gonna handle because as you realize, someone could real cook. And then I'm gonna do the spinach wrap. So basically, protein again. We're using soaked quinoa. You could soak it overnight. You could soak it in the fridge for about 2-3 hours. And then we also have some spinach and water. That's literally wrapped.
And how did you soak the quinoa? Just
water? Yeah.
Okay.
Just regular water, room temperature, nothing hot, nothing like that. And then for Asha, so while I'm doing this, Asha's gonna get the tuna salad ready. And basically we're using the island spirit again. Why fermentation, fermented foods? We had the whole long talk about that, right? It's helping with the anti-bloating situation. Then we have some fresh celery. I recommend the American celery because it's not as potent, so it doesn't feel like you're eating something acrid or like licking perfume. Then you also have some purple onion, some capers. If you don't like capers, you could omit. I don't recommend you do. Then you have some bean sprouts. You have chickpeas, which is the base of this tuna salad. It's kind of like tuna, but it's not. And the way that she crushes it, you'll see. Then you're adding in some dill, because we're going in with flavors that are reminiscent of having fish around. So some cut up dill. We're using mayo here, but swap it out. Use vegan mayo or use cottage cheese, or you do what is really best for you in the situation, but we're using some mayo here. And then you're putting in some lemon pepper because, well, the lemon kind of plays on that idea of tuna. And then we have some nori. Basically, that's just a seaweed that you get around sushi. Where would you find it? Any gourmet store literally would have it. Most of the major branded supermarkets also carry it. You can get the nori chips, like the little ones that you snack on, or actual nori for rolling sushi. And you simply chop it up, and that's it. And all of this combined in one bowl, mixed up and everything, becomes our quote-unquote vegan tuna salad. So while Asha gets started there, I'm gonna get started on the wrap, and yeah, let's go. Going in with my soaked quinoa. Handful or two of spinach. I think we all kind of have this in our fridge at this point. And if you look at Asha, she's like just kind of giving it a rough smearing, right? We're not trying to squish it to high heaven and make it into a hummus again, right? That kind of idea. We're trying to do more of a crush type of chickpea. So it has textural difference, okay? And when you're comfortable with, like, you know, some that are whole, some that are crushed, you do what you feel most comfortable with.
Gotcha.
Just adding regular water.
And then from here, just throw in everything.
Correct, yeah. Bit by bit, yeah. And I'm going to start blending up our wrap filling. This is a real kind of gauging by eye. You go in a little bit of water, test again a little bit. You want it to be pourable, but definitely not like a smoothie, okay? And yeah, you just toss that together. This is really good, like after one night in the fridge, after 2 hours, that's when it really starts to meld all of the flavors together. The seaweed gives it that quintessential kind of like fishy feeling, and that's why I can say it's a vegan tuna salad. It kind of carries that element of the sea. And then y'all can meet me on the stove, and we're gonna start making wraps like nobody's business with this one. Right, and you just kind of create like a pancake amount, and then you kind of move it a little bit quickly, and you're getting it to move as thin as it will go for you. If it doesn't go thinner, it's okay. You leave it until it's same as a pancake. Okay, let's try a little flip-a-roo. So you kind of go around the edges first. Not too hard, it's a gentle right. Actually, I have it. Wow.
I'm very good at making pancakes.
You see, so there we I should have let you teach me this one. Okay, come to this side, just make sure that we have nothing sticking. Lovely. And once you see that, you're flipping over.
Okay, so Ari, I know you say this was going to be easy, but I'm not going to lie. The making of the wrap could scare some people. I mean, I'm an overachiever. I'm a chef, so I could do it. But what are some substitutions if you don't want to make the wrap yourself?
Definitely go and get something store-bought. So you can go with a keto wrap as you recommended. Just any wrap that really works for you, you can go right ahead with. Even in rice paper, if you're really not feeling to have anything too heavy.
Perfect.
And if you are an overachiever as well, you can try our pancake energy type wrap, but make sure you get pancake energy up.
All right, let's dig in. Now, someone off camera said they find it was looking like a fancy doubles.
Yes, I guess you could say so. Similar components.
Healthier. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is so good. It's so good. I understand why you say it's like a vegan tuna salad. It's really, really good.
Like you'll take a double take, right? Mm-hmm. Looking for that tuna. Yeah.
No, this is really good.
And the wrap, I mean, if you do try it, it works. Something about it works. Like it feels kind of gummier than a regular wrap,
But
right?
it tastes really, really good.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for my vegetarians, or just if you're not feeling for the meat protein, I would say this is such a good substitute. And it's light, so you could have it as a snack throughout the day. It's high in protein. You have your spinach. It's just 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend.
And once again, this salad does really well in the fridge. So let's say you make it on a Sunday and leave it for the week. Make some wraps or buy some wraps and keep them there for the week. And you have an easy snack, as she said, or something just quick to pop wherever you have to go, whatever you have to do.
So we gave you all a smoothie and we gave you a wrap. We have a couple more meals coming and a yummy dessert, midday snack kind of vibe. But what other meals would you like to see? Let us know so we can assist you in the kitchen. All right, Ari, I see in chicken breast, which is typically my protein of choice. So I'm excited. What are we making?
We are doing a Lebanese-inspired entire meal around chicken breast. So we're going to do a little marinade here. And we're going to ensure that these chicken breasts look as lovely as you do.
Ah, thank you, thank you.
All right, so...
And this is a high protein, low carb,
correct,
right?
correct.
Love it. Meal.
And we're getting our veggies in and everything else. So we're going to start with our chicken, right? Because we want to give it some marinade time. And you're going to see here, it's like a yogurt chicken. And what is the yogurt for? Of course, we get protein. But we also get that it helps to tenderize the meat. And you know chicken breasts get hot and dry. So we want to make sure that it doesn't have that happening, right? So you have all of your wonderful stuff here. And I know beautiful ladies like this need tongs for your chicken. And I totally understand. It can feel kind of grimy.
Yeah, I don't like touching.
So your tongs are right on the side there.
Perfect.
And I'm going to kind of run you through as you go. You're going to put in a pinch of black pepper into your chicken. As much as you like, right?
More than that?
It's up to you.
Yeah,
you
I
go
like
right
black
ahead.
pepper.
So do I. Right, and then we're going to go in with that oil that you see there. Once again, y'all, avocado oil of your choice.
All
right?
of it?
All of it, yes. Then we're going to go in with the lemon juice that's right above that, yeah. About half of that. And then we're going to go in with all of that yogurt. Because, of course, as we told you, that's our tenderizer, all of that. So he's given two things, protein, tenderizing, all of it. And then next to you is a really fun spice called sumac, right? It's nothing dramatic. It is just really a nice citrusy, kind of vibrant, very much Lebanese spice, all of it, yeah. And then we're gonna go in with some salt, up to your choice, you know how much salt you like, right? Himalayan salt is welcome here, all of that, right? I say we give it a little, yeah.
There we go.
Right, and then we have garlic. I know the garlic makes your hands smell stinky, but I need you to grate. If you want, I can do it for you.
I'm
right?
here, I'm the
Good.
chef today.
Yeah, sure, right. So choose a nice fat garlic clove, and then just kind of grate it on the smaller side. So the smallest.
This one?
This one, yeah. And guys, that's how simple this is. Like, and you can do this, of course, beforehand because you want it to marinate a bit. So yeah, that's where we're going. And if you get like little big pieces at the end, you just drop the whole thing in. That's fine. Like the whole clove that hasn't grated, and then inside, yeah, just kind of get that out. You also know the thing, boy. She real playing with me, you know. I know she could cook, you know.
Easy, simple meals, guys.
Right? Or little crevices and all that fun times. Yeah, we want that. And I mean, usually, you know, this will be grilled or sometimes even put in like a pan with oil and all that, but we're really trying to keep it healthy. And we're also trying to make it really simple, really easy, that you don't feel like you're slaving in a kitchen. So this is going to be done on a baking tray with the rest of the potato and so that you see in this
Smells
meal.
so good already. Like, oh, my mouth is watering already.
And that's sumac, right? Chicken, that's citrusy, like pop, right?
Mixed with the ginger, give me the ginger, the garlic. Ooh.
Yeah, I think garlic is kind of everybody's favorites. Right, and that's really it. And we're just gonna pop this into the refrigerator and let it marinate for a little while. I say 30 minutes if you're really in a pinch, but if you could do it overnight, go for it.
More flavor.
Yeah. So our chicken is out of the refrigerator, marinated, ready to go. So we can kind of lay him aside. Now I know y'all want high protein, low carb. Low carb doesn't mean no carb.
Very
okay?
true.
So we are going to use some new potatoes. Some people call them mini potatoes, whatever you feel comfortable calling them. So we've just halved them, right? So they have a face, right, like a flat face. So we just have them. If they're really big, which you shouldn't be because they're mini, you can cut them into like 4 if you need to, right? So Asha, we're just gonna get our tray so you can actually bring our tray across, and I will help you remove some of the fun hummus bits. Yes, guys, we're doing hummus as well with this meal.
So fancy.
Right? And this tray, you know how there's like this viral vibe about tray meals? I think tray meals are great here because it makes life really easy for the one who's cooking, and it also is easy to clean up. Like, yo, pull this off, throw it out, we're done, okay? So we're gonna go in with these potatoes. Basically, you wanna put, before they go here, you wanna put a little bit of oil, just like a tad bit, onto your tray, right? And while I'm getting you some paper to just kind of rub on it, the potatoes, go ahead with salt and pepper to your liking. Remember, everything you want to salt and pepper, guys, while you are cooking so that every layer has flavor, okay? If you don't salt and pepper throughout, you kind of end up with a flat meal, no matter how
Nobody
many
wants
seasonings you put
that.
Actually, black pepper oil, watch out.
I really do.
Okay, so go right ahead and just kind of like smush it around. And again, oil of your choice. Predominantly one that can handle high heat, okay? So avocado oil actually is good here again. Olive oil is okay, but make sure it's not like a cold pressed one or one for salads, right? Something that could take some heat. Coconut oil, not really, unless you're gonna eat it right away, because once it hits the fridge, you know, it gets that cakey vibe on it, not fun. So yeah, that's good, I'll take that for you. Now this is a little bit of work, not crazy. Start taking the potatoes, but put them face side, like
Down?
onto the oil, yeah. Right?
Well, guys, you already know with me, clumsy.
And I mean, these could get really fun, right? You have these mixed bags of new potatoes, so you end up with like the Peruvian purple ones and the white ones and these red ones. You could make it very colorful and vibrant so you don't feel like you're eating flat notes of food, right?
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, fun, vibrant and colorful kind of helps with that too. I mean, people always say it, I guess it could be a saying or it could be really important, which is eat the rainbow. So basically get as much color onto your plate as possible. It usually is gonna end up with a super nutritious meal. Okay, so now that our potatoes are on, we're gonna put our chicken, right? And you can take your chicken breast and just gonna lay them on top of some of them, right? On top of the potato. And get all that yogurt sauce, that's fine. It creates lovely little sauces and juices and all that. Yummo. Yep. And you can cut these into little cubes if you'd like, but be really aware of the size of your potato and like the size of your chicken, because the potatoes are obviously going to cook a little longer than small cubes of chicken, right? And this, Asha, is ready for the oven. And we are done.
This is so simple and easy. I love it. Okay.
So then
pop it
into
in.
hummus, into tabouli. See you soon. Okay, on to hummus now. I know you're seeing beets and you're like, hummus, beets, what is happening? It's because it's, you know, pretty girls of stuff, okay? It's pink hummus,
Oh,
right? And of course, we
fancy.
just get some, like, you know, extra stuff in, right? Like, beets are seriously good for you in all
Yeah.
sorts of ways,
Yeah.
right? So it's just boiled, so you can prep this one beforehand and you can just boil them, and whenever you need them, you drop them into the situation, right? Really simple. You can get frozen or tin beans, but I'm a little bit preferential to tin beans. Why? Because these garbanzo beans, chickpeas, chana, right? They have a little bit of a liquid that you know it's preserved in. It kind of helps with the whip of the hummus, right? So you kind of want that, but if you really don't want it, because it does have extra salt, then don't use it, right? So you can go right ahead in with your chickpeas, garbanzo beans, however you'd like to say it.
Putting all?
Yep, and the liquid. Lovely.
Did that without making a mess. We're improving.
Doing fantastically well. In with our beets, so this is, as I told you, pre-boiled or pre-steamed beets, right? They're just peeled because we don't want all that gritty stuff. We just want the really pretty beets, right? So right in with those pretty girls. And then we're gonna go in with, now I know it's a lot of oil in your view, right? But a really good olive oil, you need it here. And nobody is drinking hummus. So you're not having this entire blender of hummus in one sitting. So in with your oil.
All of it, right?
Actually, sorry, I'm talking nonsense. Boy, y'all, thank God Ashley's here. Because Ashley's doing it, I'm remembering. That's going to be done while we're whipping. Sorry. That goes down. So here you want to put tahini in if you have it, right? Tahini is just a roasted, toasted, kind of like sesame topping or condiment really, but it adds so much depth of flavor to a hummus, but it's up to you, nut allergies, don't put it. So you can put a garlic clove in, a nice fat guy. You're putting in all of your lemon juice. As much salt as you'd like, right? But it can have a little bit of salt here, guys, like a little bit extra, because it tends to be really good in wraps, and you can swap out your salad dressing this entire season for hummus. Right? And then some black pepper to your liking. Like not as much as usual, only because it's just a little bit heavy-handed when we do it that way. Okay, and then we can put it on, start to the whipping, and once that starts slowly drizzling in your oil, right? So, beautiful. Okay, so just gonna start pouring in the oil slowly to get a nice whip. It's supposed to look like those real decadent smoothies, right? So keep going. We're looking for a real even pink on this hummus, right? I'll show you guys everything in. Okay, and we just literally wait for it to get really nice and smooth and everything comes together. And then you have your hummus.
It really does look like a yummy smoothie.
Yeah. And he's doing that, what I like to call the 4-clove pull, where it's like really nice and thick and luscious and all that stuff. So yeah.
I cannot believe this is how easy making hummus is.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And then remember, you can keep this in the fridge for however long,
Yes.
right? And it goes on crackers, it goes on whatever.
Whatever.
Right? So this is a powerhouse of an ingredient to have pre-made for all sorts of things to do, right? And that's it then. You can go right ahead and show the people what we made.
And it's such a healthy snack if you want it to be a snack. It's just really is so good for you. Okay guys, we're gonna try to do this and not make mess.
But you look how good she's got. You see it once again. I told y'all I'm being punked, This girl could cook.
I don't know about that. I can follow instructions very well.
Oh wow. And look at the deep, vibrant color we've got on, right?
This is so pretty.
Yeah.
We have more inside of here, but
That's okay. So that's what you get. And we're going into tabouli next. Okay, so you'll actually finish our whole meal. We're on to the chicken, really end of the chicken meal, right? So we're doing the tabouli now, right? Which I think is just really fun and light and it's just nice.
It is nice, and actually I'm not like a huge salad person, but I love tabouli.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we're just gonna go in with everything you see in front here. You can kind of throw everything in as you feel, and I can talk about it. So this is some chopped parsley. This is like the base of your tabouli. So get as much of that in as you like, because it is a slightly bitter green, right? But it's really good for you. You can do as much or as little of the onion as you like. It really is fine diced, but once again, it's up to you how you want that done, right? And then we have some of the piece de resistance in my view, which would be the bulgur wheat. And bulgur wheat is really good for you here because you're getting some extra protein, you're getting fiber because there's a husk on this wheat. And once again, you can kind of control just how much of it you want or don't want because we are looking at lower carbs, right? Tomatoes, nice fine dice on that as well. And all this can be done, at the beginning of your week or something like that. So you just have to throw things together when it's time to eat. Same with cucumber, right? And it's kind of fun. You get to put as much or as little of each that you'd like. And then we're going to come to this side for now with some grated garlic, right? And the reason for the grated garlic, not everybody likes a hit of that garlic punch, Some lemon juice. I say a lot of it because it really gets everybody nice and crisp. And a pinch of salt, pepper to your liking again. And then we had an island vibe thing. So of course, island spirit up in here.
Yes.
And we're gonna put a nice little spoon of our fermented pimento sauce. And why is that good? Because fermentation helps with that anti-bloat, right? So we're really trying to get everything we need out of every meal we're having. It's not just about to lose the weight or to have a particular look. It's also to kind of carry on for the rest of the year with.
Do we want more than that?
It's up to you, but I think that looks good. She wanted more.
It's a little extra.
But yeah, the fermented vibe just adds so much to it. I know this is not a traditional topping in tabouli, but it's ours, and we get to add our island spirit into it. So yeah, and just keep topping.
Smells so good.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And we just leave that overnight in your fridge. You can do this, as I said, early on in the week, and it will last for the entirety of the week. And you can have it throughout in different ways.
Can't believe I just made tabouli.
Yep.
Wow, big up me.
You're sure right. And of course, there's some bulgur wheat, right? So you're seeing a lot of bulgur here, and you'd say, but it's usually a lot more green or whatever. You can add little chips of kale. You can add even more parsley, but as I said, parsley is a slightly bitter green, so I'm careful with just how much we're putting in. Stick around for the meal put together.
Y'all know this is my favorite part. Let's dig in.
Yes. Okay. We're being, really gentle and courteous here with these knives.
Oh, that is cut to perfection. I just had the chicken alone and...
Okay, good. And then, of course, the hummus acts like a sauce, right? For you girls that love a lot of sauce. It kind of adds that saucy vibe, right? All together.
Oh, wow. It is perfect.
It is a vibe.
The
All
hummus,
together.
the tabouli, the chicken. Oh!
And is it light?
It's so light.
Right? But then it still has that protein punch, right?
And I love that it's a different texture. So you have the crunchiness of the potato, you have the chicken, and the lightness of the tabouli, then the hummus. Look at me speaking like I'm a proper food critic.
Well, I mean, you did make it.
Correct.
And I eat, she's really dainty. I ain't. Ready for your next one?
Sure. I could sit here and eat this all day. So it looks like we have a meal now for the pescatarians, or if just fish is your preference when looking for protein. And I'm excited to hear more about it. So tell me about it, Ari.
Yes, so this has a little bit of jazz in it because it is a spicy, herb-crusted salmon, sounding dramatic. Everything on one tray. Real quick cleanup again, really easy for anybody to do. And we're going to give you little tips and tricks to bump up your protein, to probably use something different, substitutes, whatever else. But let's get Achsah working, right? Okay, so we have some really beautiful fillets of salmon here. You could use trout, you could use snapper, you could use mahi-mahi. Those fish that have a little bit of omega-3, lots of good fats. I'm saying it again, good fats, okay? So we're gonna do some painting. Right? I'm gonna bring this closer to us. And while I'm bringing this close to me, you can keep your plate because we're gonna let Achsah create the crust for the top, which is gonna be green chilies or habanero, whatever pepper you like, right? Then we have a mix of herbs here, being dill, rosemary, parsley, and thyme, like fresh thyme. Good fresh herbs, please. It makes a difference. And then we have panko breadcrumbs. I know breadcrumbs, you're done panicking. You don't have to use breadcrumbs. You can use almonds here, like blanched almonds, and then you just blend them up and they get really crusty and nice.
What about oats? Can you use oats?
Oats can be used here. They can. I'm not going to be rude about the oats. Okay, so you can mix these three items together and create like a kind of dredge, basically. And while she's doing that, I am going to begin my painting class.
Am I using all?
Yes, all of everything.
Okay.
We want as much flavor as possible here. So now I'm using like a basting brush, and I'm going to do one and then you do the other one, okay?
Ari has a lot of faith and confidence in me, guys.
And you're just brushing. Now the oil, this is low-fat mayo. You can use a vegan mayo, but you can also, if you want to bump up some protein, go with cottage cheese and create a nice little thick layer on top here. You've now created a barrier of protein for your fish, right? Which is on protein. So protein on protein. You'll better love me after that, right? Okay, so you're going to do it, right? And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So you can come here and we're going to switch.
All right.
With your mayo cottage cheese. And you just kind of paint on it. Nothing too heavy. A nice little light something. And then you can season with lemon pepper. Beware, most lemon pepper blends have salt in it. So just kind of beware of that. Okay?
But salt isn't bad, guys. Just moderation.
Yes.
How am I doing this? Light?
However you'd like it to be, yeah. Because you do want some lemon in there. But there is salt in this, I won't lie to you. And then once that is done, you want to then take your fish. Now, you're getting your hands a little dirty today.
It's okay.
Okay. And you're going to take the fish and you're going to actually hold its sides and flip it into this lovely mix. And what you're trying to do is get the crust on top of it, right? So put it into, and then, keep pressing a little bit, not too hard. And then flip it right back up and over into our beautiful, you'll Achsah have it, it's where all that.
Guys, I just
Taking
take
this off
instructions really well. But if you ask me to do this and Ari's not here, You know what? No, because these recipes are easy.
Yeah, they're super
and we
simple.
can do this on our own. Because we can do anything.
Beautiful. And we have a nice little rag right there for you to clean up if you need to. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more, like so where you're seeing, let me show you guys. Some of the fish showing on top, you can just put a little extra. That, you know, burns off, that's fine. You just want the top to get covered. Y'all, it's that simple on the protein. And then we're gonna just put this aside and we're going to move into our beans that are going on the same tray and then into the oven, okay? Okay, so our salmon is ready to go and now we're doing the beans for our meal. If you have green beans, string beans, and they're in season, get it. If you don't, just like us, go local with some booty, right? And just kind of cut them in the length that you'd get like a string bean. And this is super simple. So Asha, you're gonna put it into your wax paper. I've already folded it in half, as you could see. Kind of get all the beans like into the, open it, and get it into like you're making a package basically. So this is a French technique called empapillotes. Don't worry about it, don't get nervous. We're not even gonna go into what all that is. We're just gonna show you the technique of using it.
Ari is going to show you the technique.
This is what she's done with me. Anyway, she's gonna do the roasted garlic part.
Yes.
So you're gonna get like 3 cloves and put it into your foil in the middle, a little drizzle of oil, a little pinch of salt, and literally crumple it up, and you're putting it onto this pan to roast with us. While she's doing that, I'm gonna use our island spirits in another way, which is I'm gonna pour some right over the beans. We're giving it flavor while it steams. So this is the point of this, it's just gonna steam. We're not using any added, you know, oils and sauteing and all that drama. I am gonna use garlic here too. If you wanna cut it up, you can. You don't have to, because it's gonna get soft and beautiful. Avocado oil is welcome here. Whatever oil you like. And then salt. And then you're folding like this, and the big deal is you're creating like an envelope. Just think of it that way. Hold on to your creased side. Let me try and show you all this. So I'm gonna do it from here to me. Hold on to your creased side and start folding it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You see? It's sealing up.
Okay, guys, maybe it's not that hard, but you continue.
And you're just keeping both pieces together. And we have a package for our beans.
Very nice.
I can shake it up. And it's going right here into our pan to go roast with the salmon.
And I'll finish the roasted garlic. Salt, black pepper.
If you want to.
You know I love my black pepper.
Yes, ma'am. And just kind of like crumple it up into a bowl, like make a piece. Yeah. And that goes right onto our tray. Beautiful. And then guys, into the oven, 400 degrees. I know it sounds really high, but it gets everything done really quickly. And for about 20-25 minutes, I'd say, when you have dinner or lunch or
On
whatever.
one plate.
That's right.
Pan.
And we're just gonna do the sweet potatoes to go with this. You can omit if you really just wanna keep it super simple with a protein and a veg. But if you wanna add a little carb in there, you're gonna get the sweet potato, okay? So for our salmon meal, if you feel like you wanna have a carb in there, we're gonna do some sweet potato, right? So we're gonna do some sweet potato that we've already boiled here. We're gonna put some cottage cheese. Once again, bumping up a protein. Of course, salt to your liking or not. And then some cinnamon, because cinnamon does something for digestion. It also helps you to stop eating. Like it kind of helps you to feel like I'm satisfied. And then it also helps with that little sweet tooth that may be there. So we're gonna put everything into this chopper.
Also great for women with PCOS. And it's, I believe, considered an anti-inflammatory.
Yes. Okay, so go right ahead, Asha, dropping in all of our goodies. And once again, these are things that can be done, you know, earlier in the week, and then when it's time to have, it's just to take out the fridge and do it. So it doesn't feel like you're cooking from scratch. It kind of is prepped for you. Right?
But that's all that this time.
Well, hopefully it's gentle on us, juicy sweet potato. Okay, wonderful.
Pepper more?
No, I think that's pretty
Okay.
good. It's really a hint of cinnamon you want it. You don't want like, you know, candied sweet potato. Nice. And pulse away. Okay. So if you find that there's any trouble while it's blending or being processed, you can use some milk of your choice, and you'll look at what happens here. A velvety, smooth potato, like really lovely, right? And of course that helps with monitoring just how much you're having. You're not eating Chocolate sweet potato.
I love sweet potato mash. Okay, this is the final meal here. I love sweet potato mash, so I am very excited to dig in.
Well, I'll let you do the honors.
Oh, that salmon is cooked perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Has a nice little crisp.
And
Nice
that's when the
crust.
bacon too, right? So it feels, and then textural again, right? Textural differences. Really nice stuff when you do that.
It's a good meal.
And then a bean. So this is a good one to try.
If I had to say when to eat this, I would also say not like the chicken meal that we had, where I feel like you could have that at any point in the day. I would say this is good for lunchtime. It's a little bit on the heavier side because of the sweet potato mash. So post-workout, not if you're working out at night though, but post-workout, lunch, that kind of vibe. But flavor profile, incredible.
I love it. But this is my favorite. What? Wow.
It's good. Okay, so we have a new meal now. Seeing some new meat on the table. It looks like steak.
Correct.
All right, nice. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so it's kind of like a Filipino flavor profile. Don't get scared. It's gonna be absolutely lovely and it's super easy to make, all right? So this steak has been really thinly sliced. That's super important here. You wanna go with a strip loin, with a flank steak, with a skirt steak, any of that kind of, if you have the money, a ribeye. Okay, but you wanna keep it chilled for a bit. Or even like now coming out of the freezer, thawing is really good for slicing. It's perfect for slicing super thin. And that's what we've done here. It's already thawed for us though. And we're just gonna do our marinade, which is super simple and really, really, really good. Right? It's also a nice way of stretching one steak or whatever else into making 2 meals probably. I don't really recommend going less than 2 meals because one steak is about 8 ounces, which you need in a protein high meal, right? So we have some soy sauce. You can use liquid aminos if you need to, but we do have soy sauce here. It's a light soy sauce. It's not too dark or anything like that. So you can add that in. And we're going to put in, yeah. And this of course is going to help with the salt as well, right? But also that umami finish. We're going to drop in some black pepper. Now, I am a stickler for steak or ground coarse black pepper, as much as you like, right? It's like a black pepper steak. And then you're going to put in salt, as much as you like, but remember, we have soy sauce, so be careful. And then this is an oddball, but it's part of Filipino, kind of bistec is what it's called, steak. Some lemon juice, just a little. And then garlic is kind of fun. We're going to take a clove and we're going to cut them on, like, when you put it down, you're going to go across in a horizontal manner. Next way. But keep going in the horizontal. Across the horizon as we cut. For the Achsah skills.
Let's not get carried away here.
Right, and we can drop those in. And then you also have to grate one, but we're not doing the grated, reason being it's really for those who want too much garlic flavor, you can do that. But you're gonna see what we're gonna do with these. So we're gonna do a few more of these and that's gonna come into our mix. But for now, we're gonna just toss them up, make sure everybody got the marinade out them, and then into the fridge. This can be done overnight, you just get more flavor, but it can be done 15 minutes before you cook. Because it's also really thin pieces of steak, right? So it's not crazy.
Okay, so a lot of you guys are asking me about anti-bloat recipes, and honestly, I want to know those recipes too because, you know, women, we tend to bloat very easily, and I think we have something here for that, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Once you see ginger and lemon holding hands, you're down the anti-bloat road. So keep that in mind when you're eating anything really. But this slow just kind of adds fiber, adds that situation, gives you some salad in your meals, and can be used outside of this particular pairing. Use it throughout the week, right? So super, super simple. And for those who need a little sugar in there, the apple gives its natural sweetness. So you don't feel like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm just eating like a rabbit. You're okay, don't worry. So we're gonna get our weekly bowl. You need to prep, so you want to prep everything and have your bowl ready to go. You can do it right into that bowl. So you're gonna go in with your beets, which have been just grated. This is a raw beet, it's just been grated, been peeled of course. We don't want the outer skin, we want the beauty on the inside. Then we have some grated carrots. And then we're gonna go in with our grated ginger. As little or as much as you can like bear, right? because I know it's a lot for some people, and then some people just love ginger. They could like chew on the thing. So it's really up to you. You can put in your lemon juice now, a pinch of salt, a pinch of black pepper to your liking, and then we're gonna grate that apple.
But these meals really are so easy. Like, I can make them. If I can make them, you can make them.
Yep. So one little note, just because I love her beautiful hands, when you're cutting something like this, make sure a face is on the board. So you get your hand really protected. If it's like kind of titter-tottering when you're cutting, it could cut you. So face is down, and that kind of helps with getting it out. Beautiful.
Oh, like that?
Yep, beautiful. And then you're grating as little or as much of the apple. I do recommend a lot if you're first time having this, because it adds that sweetness that's just super, you know, reminiscent of what you probably have as a quote-unquote coleslaw. And you can grate right in, or you can grate on the board, and then we can toss over. So honestly, the next thing as well, the skin is great for fiber. If you can't get it in there, that's okay. You're kind of holding where the skin is in the palm of your hand, or just where your fingers kind of cup it, and then where all the flesh and meat of the apple is, you put it onto that grater, and you do long strides.
There you go. She's faster than me.
And I did get some of the skin, right? And look, so the skin ends up looking like that, right? And then you have quite a lot of apple. Yeah? Okay. And you do want some of that juice, because it kind of adds the sugar that we're talking about. Okay? So you can scrape him right in, and then you can take your tongs and just give it a little toss-through. And guys, it's in the fridge and we're done.
So it's unbelievable how simple these, how simple these meals are.
And of course, the beet is going to give off its beautiful color as it sits, right? The lemon also helps to pull that out, and the salt as well. And the whole thing looks pink when you're eating it, but then you get these nuances of carrot and apple and ginger. It's actually quite a lovely, little refreshing bite.
Healthy coleslaw, basically.
Yeah, basically. Great in wraps. Great alongside any meat, really. If you find like you had a lot of carbs that day and you know you need to have something kind of protein dense and just a little bit of fiber or so, another great option with just that with the protein. And then it has the anti-bloat situation. So it helps with digestion and all of that. And that is our slaw. You want to show these guys what it looks like now? So you see it's really pink now, and it's going to get even more ruby red. And that's that. Look at us place this up very soon.
So we're seeing grains here, which means carbs, but that does not mean you need to be scared or alarmed, because remember what we keep saying, carbs, you need carbs. They're important, just in moderation, low carbs, right?
Correct. And as long as possible, breaking down carbs. You don't want carbs that are turning into sugar in minutes.
Right.
You want carbs that are giving you some sustenance and breaking down slowly, right? Which we have here. If you're asking what this group of carbs are, it is a mix of barley, a mix of bulgur wheat, quinoa, and red rice. There are also like other little things such as bulgur wheat, what do you call it, bulgur nods, those kind of things that people put into it. So all those things are good here. You could throw some hemp seeds in here, those kinds of things, to kind of help with more fiber, and of course, bumping up just the greens, giving us protein, giving us all of that, right? So this is a kind of fun situation. You could just steam them and eat them, but that's boring. And we don't want to be boring. So we're gonna get some coconuts, right? We're on the island, use coconut. So some coconut shredded here. We're just gonna put it right in, Asha.
And I'm the chef, so I'm gonna come here.
And we just wanna wait for this to get a little bit like warm, right? And we're gonna just do a toasty roasty on it. We're not frying anything. We are just getting color. So she's gonna put the coconuts in, and as soon as it starts to get brown, then we start adding everything else. Do not turn your eye on this or your back, because it does it in 2 seconds flat if you are not looking at it. When you are staring at it, it seems to take forever. But just give it its time, it starts to get toasty, and you could go as far as you'd like to, or as golden as you'd like to. Okay, so you could see we're right getting into that toasty situation. As soon as that happens though, you can now start throwing in your mix of greens. And now we want to start adding liquid, okay? It's similar to rice, ratio of 1 cup to 2 cups water or liquid. We want some coconut flavor, so we're adding in our coconut milk. And then we're gonna add in all this water here. Wonderful. Yeah, all. And then I know we're scared of things like fat and butter, and we're putting butter, but it's a tad bit. If you really don't want it, it's okay. Throw a little avocado oil. It just helps with the grains not becoming like a pap, right? You want them to still kind of mingle with each other. And then, piece de resistance. We're gonna add some island spirit into here because one, it gives some flavor, depth of flavor there, but also it's going to help with that anti-bloat. We're keeping that fermented situation going throughout this dish. Pinch of salt if you want to, Asha. And I'm gonna do a granny move here. We don't have the spoon. My fault, haha. And I'm just gonna throw some of my island spirits right in. Yeah? And now you put as much as you'd like. I put a lot, haha. I like it.
I love it, yes.
Yes.
So, give us.
And then that's it, y'all. You reduce the heat to more of a steaming situation, which would be like a low temperature. Put a cover on there and let it steam. Don't touch your thing, don't come stirring up your thing. Just cover it and let it steam.
Let's cook some steak. Ooh, I'm excited.
Good. So the steak has marinated, as we said, and we're gonna go in now with, it's a bit of a layered process here, so you get good flavor coming through, okay? So Asha, we're gonna put the oil in first. Avocado oil is welcome here again, right? Oil that is going to be able to handle some high heat. Dropping in your garlic one time. Now everything's gonna go really fast, okay guys? Dropping in your bay leaves. Kind of give your bay leaves a little crack quickly on this garlic so we don't end up with burnt garlic. Right? And then take your tongs, drop in your steak one time. Yeah, have you moving like you're on a line in a restaurant. Yeah, all of it right in. And you can quickly, yeah, kind of move it around, give it a stir, and then leave it to create a crust. Perfect. Now leave it, let it create a crust. While we're letting that sit, you're now going to make what we call a celery. That's good. And stir it with your, yep, good to go. And the point of the celery, guys, is just so you don't get any bumps and lumps in your sauce, right? And we're keeping this here for like the very end of this process. I'm coming around you now to take a check on your steak. Okay, so this point here, guys, is good. We're drawing out some of the liquids, and that's okay. We don't want it to be dry, but we do want to get some crust and some color, so we are not touching it. When this sorts of sauces and so on start to get removed, then we're going to touch the steak, flip it around, move it around, and then we continue with the cook process.
And then what do we do with the onions?
That's like at the very, very
Okay.
end. Okay, so our steak is looking really nice. We're getting some caramelized stuff's happening. Now you're taking your tongs, Asha, and you're just kind of flipping to make sure.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
And you can show the camera what, like more on the outskirts. Let's see what happened. Yep, that's what we're looking for.
You'll see in my
Right.
amazing steak. Oh, Ari is such a good teacher.
Well, you know, a good teacher only is a good teacher when they have a good students. So,
Aww.
all right, so that's looking really nice. You can actually throw your onions in. I'm not sure how raw you like onions or if you like them overly cooked.
I love onions. I love them raw, cooked.
Okay, good. We're the
I
same
love
kinda.
onions.
We're on the same boat, so you can drop them in when you're ready. We are going to give the rest of the steak some time, right? If you do like steak a little bit more on the rear end and so on, you can do so. But here we kind of want that saucy vibe, so it feels like we're accustomed to those really nice home-cooked meals without all the fat that comes with that usually.
I wish y'all could smell the steak right now. Wow.
And the purple is, of course, you know, once again adding some color, giving you that rainbow in your plate that we spoke about before. Right, so I'm just going to give it some time, and then you can actually add in our island spirit slurry to get our sauce started.
And this was water.
Water, cornstarch,
Starch,
and the island spirit. And that's going to give us a gravy very quickly. Right, and you can leave it for now, and then once it starts to like get little bubbles more in the center, then you start stirring it. The steak should all be then cooked,
Right.
and we will also have a gravy, and then it is plating time.
Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, so guys, our grains are done. Ashley did a fantastic job. So now all you need to do is take your fork and fluff it. Why a fork? A spoon is going to make it all pappy and stinky.
How do you fluff?
No, fluff, hold, and like drag. Yes. Yay! And you see all your grains are kept separately, right? And that's what you want. You do not want a pappy mess. And there we are. Stay tuned for our plating.
All right, so we have the meal here. Honestly, it looks so good. But what I would say is that I would actually eat this for lunch. Just, it's heavy, but not too heavy. It's great for your diet or just eating healthy. But because it is steak and it is rice or rice pilaf, I would definitely have this as my lunch to give my body enough time to digest for sure.
And then remember, we also have very high protein here because of one, the steak, but two, that rice pilaf has all of the, you know, grains that carry protein with them. So this is definitely probably before your workout.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, you tell me, because you know.
I would eat it after the workout because you don't want to go to the gym too on a heavy. But this is great. This is great for after workout. Post workout meal, ideal, perfection. So enough talking. Let's eat.
You do the honors.
Say no more.
Chef-y chef.
Okay, get them a healthy slaw, a little steak. Oh gosh, that's a big piece. Okay. Again, that balance of the different textures.
And the temperatures too.
The coleslaw, the warm steak. And the steak is cut so nicely too that it actually doesn't feel as heavy as you would think when you think of steak.
And
It's really good.
And I like that you have the gravy, right? For reminiscence of when you want that really good home cooked meal, but you know you can't have the calories and the pie and the, right? There's a bit of a gravy here. So it gives you that feeling without being way too heavy.
Because like me, I don't like dry food, but we know sauces have all the calories. So this is really nice. It doesn't feel too dry, and I don't feel like I'm breaking my diet. Okay, so this recipe is specifically for when you're feeling for something sweet, you know, that moment when you're like, I want something nice. This is your recipe. And it's healthy, so it's guilt-free. What are we making?
We are making a 3-layer chia pudding, so it kind of feels like mousse and all that vibey stuff. And you can kind of play with this from breakfast to desserts to something nice, because you know every girl wants something nice in the middle of the day or the week. So let's jump right in. Yes. So we're gonna go with a banana. So of course you wanna bring your fruit in here, right? So we're gonna go with a banana into the blender, right? So Achsah is she's my hands and my feet in the kitchen. So this is to show you all just how easy this whole thing
maybe I
is.
shouldn't be the hands and the feet.
Don't worry, she's got it. So yeah, just one banana. These little spotties are great. Just like banana bread, you want that extra sugar because we aren't going to be adding any real extra sugar here, right? So that is a nice kind of banana bread banana. And then we're going to add in, I'll do that for you. We're going to add in the protein powder and some liquid, right? We have a really lovely vanilla protein powder here to kind of give you that feel of, you know, ice cream and that kind of thing. Yep, some water in our beautiful Foodie Nation cups. And then we're just gonna actually blend this right up and create a nice smooth kind of texture for which the chia will go into, right? So you can get that guy right on there. All right, so we're going for smooth, A dance is good. Now it's gonna look a bit thicker than, thinner than you would expect it to be, and that's okay because we are adding chia seeds. Chia seeds, when they hit liquid, yogurt, anything like that, they kind of plump up. So imagine they look like this, and then when they hit liquid, they do this. And that creates some sort of like, you know, bouncy feel, right? So we're gonna mix some of this into it, and we're gonna do that in our little Foodie Nation cup, and then put them into our ramekins. Right, so only about half of that is good. Right, these are the dried seeds. And then you're gonna, add in you have a spoon next to you when you're ready to add in your banana puree. I say only about half of the banana puree for the amount that we're doing. Nice, and then you keep stirring, right? So let's show you guys what this looks like. You can get it, yeah.
And chia seeds are such a superfood, like they're so good for you.
And they pack some protein, right? So we're looking at protein throughout all these different recipes, which is real fun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be me in the kitchen if I didn't make a little mess.
That's good. That means you're having fun. It's already beginning to do the plump, right? And that's perfect. We're gonna add that right into our ramekins at this point, to the level that you'd like. It's fine. Okay, we could do like half kind of thing. Right, so that's perfect. I'll take that for you. And then we're going into the fridge with this guy so that he starts to, one, get nice and chilled, but also keep that plump going. Okay, so now that we have our banana segment done, we're gonna do the chocolate segment here. So you can use almond milk, you can use cashew milk, you can use all of those fun oat milk, yeah, all of those fun milks, right? And even if you really are one of these people that like a full cream and you have a full cream with chocolate in it or cocoa that you've created in, go ahead, try it. But we're really trying to keep our low carb here and we're trying to keep some protein up and we're trying to make sure it's really healthy for you, right? So this is an unsweetened chocolate oat and we're going to go in with that into our blender. Right? Now, yes, it's the same chia pudding, but what we're doing, that's okay.
Told you, if it's me, we're gonna make mess.
Don't worry, we're having a good time. That's what it means. And the blender's heating, I suppose.
Yes.
So we're going right in with our chia seeds with it. The reason we're doing this here, we're breaking up the chia seeds. We're breaking up that plump vibe. And what happens is it creates a mousse. So
How
we're
many
gonna go
do we want to use?
I say about half of what you have there, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're just gonna kind of give him a blender room. And what we're going for is that the blender is supposed to break up the seeds as much as possible so that you have a difference in texture in that 3-layer mousse so that you feel kind of decadent, but it's definitely not breaking any diets.
Most important.
Show you guys what it should look like on the inside there. And I want to show you all something, right? You see how it's begun to become one, right? Like a kind of jello vibe.
Yeah, that was quick.
Right? And we can add our chocolate layer. You can go ahead with this. Slightly gently so it doesn't mix, right? Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Lovely. So now that we have our chocolate layer into granola, we need some crunchy bits and some fun things in it. Texture difference really helps with a diet because if you're eating everything feeling mushy and so on, it's never that fun, right?
I agree.
So into the granola we go. Back into the fridge, please.
No problem.
Okay, so granola time, right? Let's get our tray. And basically this is going to be baked, all right? Because I know you can make granola so many different types of ways. This is keeping it simple. And it's also about just getting that flavor, that textural difference in there. So we do have sugar, right? And I know for some people they're like, sugar, like go on to already. You could use agave, you can use something else that you may want to
honey, you could use
coconut sugar.
Coconut sugar, yes. Pure maple syrup.
Yep.
I know everyone has aversion to sugar, like Ari said, but everything is in moderation. A little bit is not going to destroy the diet, okay?
Yes. And we have, you know, sugar kind of coming out from fruits, etc. throughout, right? So you're getting the sugar that you're looking for. And let's be honest, your brain is begging for it.
Yes.
So just kind of compromising with the body as well, right? So we're going to put the sugar right in, Asha. Everything in this bowl at first, and then we'll put it onto the tray, right?
And these are oats here.
Yes, we got rolled oats, regular oat rolled oats, right?
All or?
I say, yeah, go ahead with all.
Also, if you have a gluten aversion, you can get gluten-free oats. So,
yes. And then we'll go in with our coconut, shredded coconut. I mean, listen, it's island vibe, right? So we have to bring the coconut in. And it has its own sweetness. And of course, when it hits the oven, it gets nice and toasty, roasty, and all the flavors are fabulous. So right in with all of it.
all?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have, yes, some butter, real butter. Okay, if you don't want it, you can use coconut oil. You can use a little bit of ghee. You can use those types of things, right? But a very neutral tasting oil is what I recommend. Hey, avocado oil as well, really good here too, right?
Avocado oil.
Yeah.
Going in with all
of it. Now this is kind of fun. You kind of have to mush it with everything, right? And then I'm going to throw in these cranberries with you one time, right? So you have the cranberries as well, which adds some antioxidants.
Yeah, cranberries are a superfood as well. Is it that you can use your own toppings, or
yeah, you
we
can.
like I love cranberries, so this is a yay for me. But
yeah, I'm a cranberry girl kind of as well. And then, well, I mean, you know, we have so many dried fruits here in Trinidad, right? And throughout the islands. So, I mean, if there's a dried fruit you really, really love, drop it in. And you're just really trying to get the butter or the oil or the avocado oil, that kind of thing, the sugar, kind of dispersed on everything, and then into the oven to get toasty, roasty, and nice. So we could drop that on top of our pudding. I think that looks really good. So we have our oven preheating at 375. She's just gonna sprinkle this out onto a tray. And you could do this, let's say meal prepping, right, for the week. You could do this on the Sunday or the Saturday or whatever. And you have a tray of your granola ready to go. Store it in a jar, airtight, and just pull it out when you need it for breakfast, etc.
And you could use it for your pudding, or you could just snack on it as well,
Yep,
right?
yep. Isn't she so dainty? Look how lovely you are. She's just like putting it out really beautifully.
Girl, I'm trying my hardest.
You're doing
great.
great.
No, I'm not the chef. That's why easy, quick meals.
All right, so straight into the oven, 375 we're here. So let's go. Teamwork, making the dream work. Okay, so now that our puddings are nice and chilled, we can take those out of the fridge, right? Which we did already, so I'm just gonna bring them forward for you guys. And well, we want to kind of let people know what's in here, right? So we have banana at the bottom layer. So actually you can go right ahead, do the honors and, you know, peel it and cut it as you see fit. If you want to do rounds, you want to do little cubes, whatever else, that's fine. And I know guys, you all kind of want to do the banana according to where you want to be at. If it's a very spotty banana, if it's like totally yellow and you don't want any spots, go right ahead. Take a look. And you see how coconut got nice and toasty. You can smell it right away.
Oh, it
Right,
smells
and then of
so
course your
good.
cranberries get some little plumping vibe, right? And that makes it really fun and tasty.
Yeah. And of course, if you don't want to use bananas, you could use your own toppings. Blueberries, strawberries, apples, whatever you like, you use.
Right, so Asha's just gonna put her bananas in as many or as few as she'd like. It's really up to you guys. And you can do this in before, right? And just cover it up and keep it in your fridge and ready to go and run with it, right? Or you can do it right, you know, as you're waiting for dessert or whatever else. And then leave some room for your granola and you can put as little or as much as you'd like. If you have yogurt and you want to put some cocoa powder in it to make it like really chocolatey, you can do that as well, right? But we're keeping this as low fat as possible. But of course you get more protein that way too. Oh, yum. You all actually have all kind of plating skills. And then,
I'm
you know,
trying.
I feel, am I being punked?
No, this is me
Like-
really trying to impress you right now.
Well, it is. It's working. Wow, y'all, I think that's just gorgeous. And we can taste the roast. I'm gonna get you some spoons. Right? I'm going right there, like right down.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what it looks like. So you see how thick it gets, right, guys?
Oh, the granola is the perfect little topping. Oh, this is good.
I mean, you can taste the chia seed, right? You can taste that it's in there. And it's, I'm not trying to hide it, I'm not. But it's a real good protein-packed situation. And with yogurt, makes it even more like that.
It's so good. Wow, the banana is like the perfect right amount of sweetness. It's so good.
And then the cranberries.
And it's light too. It doesn't feel heavy at all.
That's right. I'm enjoying it. Sorry, we're getting into this. Okay, so if you like this recipe, like, comment, subscribe. Recipe down below. Any final words? Good.
I think this is great. I'm adding this to my daily meal, well, weekly meal prep. So good. Okay, guys, I think we covered almost everything
Yeah.
y'all asked for. We gave y'all anti-bloat recipes. We gave you something for when you're feeling for something sweet. We gave you some snack options. We gave you protein options that aren't the norm. It's not the egg and well, we gave you a chicken, but we gave you some other options as well. But if there's any other options and suggestions that y'all have, please let us know. We're always welcome to the feedback. Maybe there's a healthy recipe that you know that you want to share with us. We're open to that too. But thank you, Ari, for
been my
teaching
pleasure.
me. I feel like a proper chef. How was your experience?
Fantastic. Student of the year.
Yes. Thank you to Foodie Nation for making this possible. And you know what to do. Give us all your love and feedback down in the comments.